I am Milton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of carpenter Mary, the guy with the fountain of youth in my eyes. Doing a little genetic carpentry, I can do that. I am a professional son of a carpenter and Mary. I'm gonna get my Tami parable in, but first I want to get my sugar check in because I got a new device to do that. And I want to make sure it gets done before I get too far into my parable. This thing, it goes about a half an inch deeper than the other one did. So I got it set back to 1. Tami witnesses himself. That didn't do too well. See, it jumps at you too. There we go. See, just on 1. I have the other one set to 5. I don't know if they didn't have the other strips for this thing. But they sent me a whole new device. It beeped. 311. It's a nice bigger display, but turned it on. Then you gotta kind of release, it says, to take it out. A 311. Tami is the no-armed Chinese fellow, average worker of the unseen business, the Oriental unseen business of Chinese streets. And how'd he lose both arms? He was brown nosing. Oh, these things here are neat. They're my image, but they're also my contacts, so I can put this on all my stuff. Well, if you can reach me by phone. If not else, you know where I live, and you can come drop my stuff. Oh, that's a 4x6 print. I can do that for you. Get you a nice if found tag to put on your stuff. Yeah, I've also got the bird. I think the other one shows up better, but well, I guess the other one's a bird too. Couple of ducks. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. Yes, I told you that. And this is my Tami parable. I'm getting back on into the groove here. And this is my Tami parable. He was brown-nosing, being blindly obedient, and his boss Wu told him to stick his right arm into the wood chipper. He did that. Oh, they've always got a wood chipper nearby. I don't know what they do aside from chipping up limbs. They chipped up Tami's limbs because or at least one limb. He was told by his boss Wu as a test of loyalty to stick that right arm into the wood chipper, and he did that. And the left arm saw what was going on with the right arm, and of course jumped off. Was surprised, of course, and jumped off. That's a wise thing to do if you're an arm, or anything that can resemble an arm. See something bad happen to somebody at work, at school, where you live, jump off. Don't let it happen to you. Try and save my muscles. I've got resting on my leg, my phone. And Tommy, you would think, would not be rewarded for such stuff, but he got a promotion. He's bossing a whole lot of folks around. He's management material now, and he also got his girlfriend, Maria, out of sticking that arm in the wood chipper. Today he's on his way to work. He doesn't like to drive, doesn't like to drive because it hurts his teeth. He has to, drive with his mouth. And even though he's got power steering and it's no longer a stick, it still hurts his teeth to drive. So he's riding his unicycle on this big guy with no neck. Steps out in front of him and says, "You're going to come with me, you got a witness." And if you know about our fiction, Milton's funny, off the wall, attention-getting stuff, yeah, you got a witness, and there's also gene pools of gene pools of folks in the streets, the unseen business. And Tommy has got to go see his own gene pool himself. Someone who was on that unicycle, a few months ago or a year ago. And now, Tommy's there. He's doing the Tommy thing. And first he doesn't want to go, but when a guy with no neck asks you to go witness yourself, you go witness yourself. And he takes Tommy to this mean place where, the streets, the unseen business must witness. It's part of knowing who to listen to, what not to do. I'll get to the factual stuff that affects you soon enough. I redesigned a whole lot of my big fives. Yeah, the real world kind of stuff. And I got a couple new ones, all alumni of my high school, St. Frederick's in Monroe, Louisiana, and my college also in the city. Yeah, it's money out of your business. When you try to call me, you can't reach me, because I can design imagery that will drive folks into your business. And it's also, you don't know how many of the customers you can't reach. When you call me and you get that boring thing, a phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal, whatever it is you get when you don't get me, yeah, it's not going to be boring if you need the firemen, police, paramedics. And also, when you call up countless other customers, and you get that money out of your pocket. I call it your Gates livelihood. So that someone else with a bigger name in your business, even though they might not deliver the best product, can get the business. Doesn't matter what business you're in, I bet you'll use the phone. So we the people must be the reporters, checking posts and files. Whoever's in the room there with you. Listen to this Tommy parable. Checking posts and files. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Make a video of it and post it. I've got my call logs, Milton's call logs on YouTube. The playlist on youtube.com/DNFT series. Oh, there it is right there. And no, not one Flight 93 check. That's you trying to call me with a Flight 93 check of America's Lifelines and not reaching me in 9 years. Not one in 9 years of asking. It may be born, yes, that thing you get when you don't get me. But yeah, it's about folks in the shadows. Deciding who can talk to somebody or who can't talk to somebody, and who can't call up a graphic artist and find out about how they can get folks driven into their business, doesn't matter what business you're in, with the imagery he designs. So we the people must be the reporters who make that video. Yeah, I've said there's a lot. And It's not about me playing favorites. My favorite is Truth. That's a Son of a Carpenter and Mary thing. They placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Husseins. Whatever political party he was in, I'm not even noticing. I bet they had a lot of folks who weren't named Hussein. Just like they got a lot of folks who aren't named Trump, aren't waving a Russian flag, who could be in for the current political party. We the people must be the reporters. They're not doing their jobs. Call me up in front of reporters, network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye, all senators, all representatives, all mayors, all governors. What do you know about this? When else will my phone not be allowed to work? Because Mr. Network News Anchor, whoever you and the rest of the news media just placed in the highest office in the world. And whatever it is you're covering tonight, that doesn't rate compared to, our lifeline's not working. Your family's lifeline not working, and yes, they placed both Trump and Hussein in the highest office in the world when you can't reach me to tell me who I should vote for, what I should vote for. And you don't know how many others you can't reach. And you can't reach my new Big Five. Vote-truth.blogspot.com and voter registration links there. You can't do that. That's our democracy being hijacked in the same manner they placed someone named Hussein. It's a Muslim name, it's a Middle Eastern name, guys. And yeah, we don't go by names, but we do go by you not reaching me during those 8 years to tell me what you believe. That's religious censorship. Now let me get my Tami stuff out real quick. It's already up to 12 minutes. A Tami gets taken to where he sees a Tami from long ago, or at least a few months ago, hanging on a crucifix and eggs. Yes, it's our mean fire and brimstone. My mean fire and brimstone parable. Your and I, my and your. A street, a fiction. And he's hanging by a couple of items that gets Tami in trouble every day. I won't bore you with what those items are, but it's the reason I refer to the great wall of evil around me in the way of me building Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. So he's hanging on that crucifixion X, and here's where you can tell it's fiction, because, those items would rip off. He's hanging there, and Tami goes in, and he's got to talk to the guy. He's got to try and talk some sense into him, say, don't continue on the path you're in. Tami works with impersonators of yours truly when good folks across the country come to see me. And they don't get to meet me. They meet the Great Wall of Evil and the disinformation campaign of the millennium. And Tami says, well, it couldn't have been so bad. You've got your arm. And, I didn't switch it. The old Tami hanging on the crucifix and X there, he says, I lost my arms in a wood chipper incident. Tami says, really? Me too. Yeah, Wu does a lot of business that way with the gene pools of Tommy's. And the old Tami says, well, good thing is we got the fountain of youth. Grew the arms back for this reason, and his hands kind of stretched out on the X. And he turns it around, and yes, got bamboo under the fingernails. Which I'm not sure, maybe it's better or worse than hanging by those egos of Tommy's. But let me show you my stuff. I've gone on too long. It's not going to work with Tommy. He's going to end up hanging right next to him on the next X over. It's my mean off the wall tendency getting stuck. And someone new who failed or passed, depending how you look at it, a Woo's loyalty test, will be in Tommy's shoes on the unicycle. And I hope I've done this right. I'm one man working alone. I used my GIMP and I used my Photoscape. And I think I've got them all. All soldiers, aim high, fly, fight, win. This we would offend. Honor, courage, commitment. Semper Paratus, and of course, Semper Fi. Covered with the all soldiers, you protect America. Make a video of the military bases. Phone not working in the real world, in the very serious world. You trying to call me and not knowing when else your phone won't be allowed to work, or your mom, or your girlfriend, or your daughter's phone back home won't be allowed to work because of those who displaced someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world, and now have that Russian guy waving the Russian flag. Also, to protect America, make that video of your hijack call to me, Melton, right now. 424-229-4140. You can certify mail if you want. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. John Melton Brady is the full name. Use FedEx, UPS, any private carrier. Call the man with a fountain of youth in his eyes. Growing a new area of medical research being passed by. Oh, very real stuff. Did I show you the class I made my stigmata eyes for the day video just before it? Let me make sure. If I show it to you twice, I'll show it to you twice. But those are what you can find right now, the latest versions and all of them. And I've also got a few check and post in 5 in front of. See, Santa Monica, Google, Microsoft, LAC, USC, Keck Medical, Adventist, the Colt Hospital just down the ways a little bit. A whole lot of folks, if I miss one, don't, I'm not trying to slight you. But good folks, as I say, I'm sure there are plenty of folks work for those hospitals that are good. Might even be one in the city of Santa Monica, I don't know. I sure didn't meet. Working there for the years I did. 2007 through 2014, I ended up in the hospital with those stigmata wounds. Yeah, part of the new eyes growing new in the whole new body, genetic carpentry at work. Whatever they're doing on spring break that year, I don't know what it was, but it was must have come up with a new sin or something. I lost 80 pounds on the way to the hospital. I'm going on too long. Check out the previous parable if you want to find out about that. But yeah. Good folks aren't going to have a problem with you demonstrating America's hijack lifelines to them, because even if, LAC, USC, and the Adventist cult doctors, they can reach me by phone. They don't know when else their phone won't be allowed to work, because all of you out there can't reach me by phone. So good folks aren't going to have a problem. Bad folks are going to get angry. They're going to have a story to tell. They're going to make the best check and post in 5 stuff. And yeah. Now I got to find the flashlight. I had it just a moment ago. I may have to show you tomorrow. I don't know what I did with it. I've covered it up. It's way too messy in here. I need to decide. Oh, there you are. That's what the stigmata eye is growing anew look like. Well, the wind's kicked up, so my lights. There you go. See the bigger bluer circles around and the smaller bluer circles with a little bit of white stuff there. Oh, it's a cheap dollar store. Let me see if it'll charge. Oh, they got these all over the place. Dollar stores, and it's only $1, but every other flashlight I can find to buy costs like $20. So yeah, that's a little better. You can see the smaller browner circles slowly disappearing, the bigger bluer circles going in through and around. Yes, medical research being passed by. Oh, don't look at the hair. I look like a hippie. Oh yeah, that reminds me of... I got all fellow alumni of St. Frederick's in high school and ULM. Here's a big picture of it. And be video pioneers. This is serious stuff I'm talking about with the check and post and 5, but yeah, tell that joke you got perfectly. Just once, you never have to tell it again. Oh, don't think they didn't let me forget that I was the son of a corporate married back in St. Frederick's. They'd always say, oh, there's the son of a carpenter and Mary Melton, King of the Jews. Too bad he's going to a Catholic high school. Oh, there we go. Try to call me, 424-229-4140, and yeah, King of the News. Make a video of you trying to call me in front of whoever the network news anchors are at the moment, and ask them, why aren't you covering real news that affects every American? Semper Fi, aim high, fly high, win. This we will defend. Defend America. I'm making a video of America's hijacked lifelines right now. Tell everyone you know to do the same. Go to vote-truth.blogspot.com. And I don't know about these just yet. Soon enough, I hope to have, you can find plenty of 5s that will tell you how to check and post a 5 at that site right now, as well as the 5s themselves. But yeah, hand those things out whenever somebody doesn't know about their Gates livelihood or hijacked lifeline. This is it. If you can't reach Melton, you have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. And it's not just about our hijacked business. It's about our hijacked lifelines as well.